Good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Whitehall City Council meeting for January 19th, 2021. If everyone would please rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Aug, would you please call roll?
Heck.
Present.
Morrison.
Present.
Bailey.
Present.
Rodriguez. Elmore. Coniston.
Present.
Cantor.
Present.
President Potter.
Present.
Mr. President, I'd like to move to excuse the absent members.
Second.
Been a motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Ms. Coniston to excuse the absent members. Any discussion? Ms. Aug, please call roll.
Heck.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes. The absent members have been excused. At this time, I would accept a motion for the approval of the minutes of the January 5th, 2021 agenda and regular meeting minutes.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. There was a motion by Ms. Coniston, seconded by Mr. Cantor, for the approval of the minutes. Any discussion? Ms. Aug, please call roll.
Heck.
Yes.
Morrison.
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
Coniston.
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes. The minutes have been approved. This now brings us to our first poll public of the evening. And in talking with Ms. Aug, there have been no communications submitted, so we've got nothing for poll public tonight. Standing committee reports. Administration and Financial Management, Chairperson Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. President. Administration and Financial Management, last Tuesday, our minutes are on file. There's not much going on. We will meet again next Tuesday, sometime after 6:30.
Thank you. Community and Elder Advocacy, Ms. Elmore is not with us this evening. Mr. Bailey, would you like to?
Sure. Community and Elder Advocacy also met last Tuesday. Their minutes are on file, and they will meet again next Tuesday, sometime after 6:30.
Thank you. Community Standards and Enforcement, Chairperson Rodriguez is not with us this evening. Mr. Cantor, you are second in that committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Community Standards and Enforcement also met last week. Our minutes are on file. We'll meet again next week in the back sometime after 6:30.
Very good, thank you. Economic Development, Chairperson Morrison.
Thank you, Mr. President. Economic Development also met last week. Our minutes are on file, and we will meet again next week sometime after 6:30.
Thank you. Infrastructure, Maintenance and Services, Chairperson Heck.
Thank you, Mr. President. Infrastructure, Maintenance, and Services met last Tuesday. Our minutes are on file. We have no drafts of any legislation. We will meet this coming Tuesday after 6:30.
Very good, thank you. Public Safety, Chairperson Coniston.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public Safety also met last week. Our minutes are on file, and we'll meet again next week, maybe around 6:40.
Okay, make a note. And Parks and Recreation, Chairperson Cantor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Again, Parks and Recreation met last week. Our minutes are on file. We'll meet again next week in the back, actually right here, sometime after 6:30.
Very good, thank you. Official reports. Mayor Maggard, do you have anything for us this evening?
I just wanted to report that we are beginning, we have announced civil service testing dates for lieutenants and captains in the fire department, and those will be happening at the end of, near the end of February, going into the first part of March, so just wanted you to be aware of those. Other than that, nothing really, big. Please pay attention to the distribution of 1B vaccines in order that you can get that information out to a citizen who may ask about it. Also, you can find that information on the city's website. I do believe that 80 plus started today, and then it goes down gradually, from 75, 70, 65. And I believe in a couple weeks, or next week, we will be starting vaccines for younger people who have severe disabilities or severe diseases. And then it'll gradually work its way down. So just stay on top of the city Facebook page, and we'll get out as much information regarding the vaccines that we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. City Attorney Bivens is not with us this evening. City Auditor Miller is not with us this evening. Director of Development and Public Service, Director Woodruff is not with us this evening. Director of Public Safety, Mr. Gregg is not with us this evening. And Treasurer Quinzel is not with us this evening. The following official reports have been filed in the council office since the last meeting. The Mayor's report to council for December 2020. Under communications, petitions, and claims, we have 3 items this evening. Notice from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control for a transfer of ownership of the D5, D6 liquor permit for Mariachi Mexican Restaurant, Inc., DBA El Mariachi 2, 4740 East Main Street, Whitehall, Ohio, 43213, to El Puerto LLC, DBA El Mariachi, 4740 East Main Street, Whitehall, Ohio, 43213. Minutes for the September 3rd, 2020 meeting of the Planning Commission, and agenda for the January 7th, 2021 meeting of the Planning Commission. Ms. Aug, at this time, would you please call roll as whether each member of council was given a copy of each item of legislation listed on the agenda prior to the meeting and including any add-on legislation?
Heck,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Thank you. Third reading, we have got no legislation this evening. Second reading, we have ordinance 1/2021, which we read by title only, reclassifying a fund advance as a fund transfer and declaring an emergency. Under first reading, we have 2 items this evening. The first being ordinance 3/2021, authorizing the following amendment to 161.40 of the codified ordinances titled Duty Handgun and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce ordinance 3/2021 and move for the suspension of all rules.
Second?
Ms. Coniston has introduced ordinance 3/2021, seconded by Mr. Cantor, requesting suspension of all rules. Any discussion on the motion? Ms. Aug, please call roll.
Heck,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Move to adopt?
Second?
Motion to adopt by Ms. Coniston, seconded by Mr. Cantor. Any discussion? Ms. Aug, please call roll.
Heck,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Ordinance 3/2021 has been adopted. Resolution 1/2021, resolving to approve then and now certificates and declaring an emergency.
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce Resolution 1/2021 and move for suspension of all rules.
Second.
Mr. Bailey has introduced Resolution 1/2021, seconded by Mr. Morrison, with suspension of all rules. Any discussion on the motion? Ms. Aug, please call roll.
Heck,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
The rules have been suspended.
Thank you, Mr. President. Move to adopt.
Second.
Motion to adopt by Mr. Bailey, seconded by Mr. Morrison. Any discussion? Ms. Aug, please call roll.
Heck,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
Resolution 1/2021 has been adopted. Time for our second poll public, and as with our first poll public, we have no comments that were submitted, which now brings us to our community date board. Don't you shake your head at me,
We
Karen.
were just saying, I don't really have anything this time. I'm hoping to have something soon.
I am flummoxed at that,
I know.
but nobody? Well, then, we shall then roll on to poll council. Ms. Heck.
I really don't have much. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I hope everybody stays safe. That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Morrison.
As well, thank everyone for coming and showing up, and everyone at home for watching, and everybody be safe.
Mr. Bailey.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't have anything really to add other than with COVID knocking on everybody's door, please remain vigilant of your bubble and take this stuff seriously. I can't believe the number of people I know that have had,
Yeah.
It's
gone
just
through
getting,
or have COVID. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Coniston?
I agree with what everybody said. I'm very thankful. My father was contacted by the VA and he had his first vaccine. And my mother's going to Kroger's on Thursday and has an appointment to get hers. Everybody, please go ahead and look at our website as far as when you're able to go ahead and get that vaccine. The more people we get done, the better off we're going to be.
Thank you. And Mr. Cantor?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank everybody for watching. Just ditto what everybody said there. Be safe. Girls, Daddy loves you, and I'll see you soon. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, and I would just like to echo the sentiments shared, and as the mayor and Ms. Coniston said, I too checked the city's website and found the different locations, shared it with my in-laws, and they both got appointments to get their shots later this week as well. So that's just a great resource and was a big help, so I encourage everybody to take advantage of that.
I would move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, a motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Mr. Cantor to adjourn. Any discussion? And there never is. Ms. Aug?
Heck,
Yes.
Morrison,
Yes.
Bailey,
Yes.
Coniston,
Yes.
Cantor.
Yes.
And we are adjourned.